Strong contributions from banking, property, retail, and portfolio investments boosted the 2024 full-year earnings of SM Investments Corporation. The investment holding company reported a 7% gain in net income to 82.6 billion pesos from 77 billion pesos in 2023. Revenues generated for the full year rose by 6% to 654.8 billion pesos from last year's 616.3 billion pesos. Banking accounted for the largest share of SMIC's total net income at 49%, followed by property at 26%, retail at 18%, and portfolio investments 7%.
2024 was a very good year for the entire group, right? Despite all the macro environment, as well as the inflationary pressures, all of our businesses continue to grow. And having a very strong base in 2023, we continue to show growth in all of our core businesses, despite all of the pressures we have in the economy, as well as the general consumer sentiment.
SMIC's banking arm BDO Unibank registered a 12% increase in net profit to 82 billion pesos, driven by solid performance across all its core businesses. China Bank delivered a consolidated net income of 24.8 billion pesos, up from 13% on the back of sustained strong growth from core businesses. Net income of SMIC's integrated property arm, SM Prime, grew by 14% to 45.6 billion pesos from 40 billion pesos the year before, as revenues climbed by 10% to 140.4 billion pesos. SM Retail saw a 5% gain in net income to 20.9 billion pesos from 19.9 billion pesos last year. Retail revenues inched up by 5% to 434.5 billion pesos from 415 billion pesos over the same period last year.
Retail continued to grow despite the macroeconomic environment. A lot of growth we saw in terms of health, beauty, and home appliances as well.
SM Investment Corporation's portfolio investment sustained its positive contribution to consolidated net income. Revenues of To Go Group accelerated by 13%, driven by its core sea freight business and travel due to the growing tourism industry, while NEO improved by 9% due to high building occupancy rate of 96%.
We continue to be cautiously optimistic for 2025. We believe the economy will continue to grow at a very good pace, and the election this year will hopefully help in terms of pickup in terms of consumer spending, and that will certainly help our overall business, right? All of our businesses, whether it be the property, the banking, the retail, will continue to grow on its own, and even our portfolio investment will continue to grow, right? Logistics, for example, is something which is very crucial to the growth of the Philippine economy, and we will continue to push that, and as well as basically support the domestic tourism by sea, which is something new that we want to promote in the Philippines, right? In addition to logistics, obviously renewable energy is another area which we want to continue to grow and really support the government's efforts in basically increasing the renewable sector in the Philippines moving forward.
This is SM in Focus. I'm Rico Hizon.